One of the top 10 crypto tokens has recently witnessed a nightmare that has seen the beloved coin delisted from most crypto exchanges. The price of Terra blockchain's native token Luna has nearly reached $100 back in April, but has witnessed a dreadful week between the 5th and 11th of May, an incredibly fast drop getting the price down to less than $1, and many platforms have stripped the coin from their list. Terra Luna's price today stands side by side with Shiba Inu's at a new low of $0.00018. The coin has dropped by 20.19% in the last 24 hours. So, what happened? And what caused this sudden and extreme drop in the coin's price? In today's video, we will be going over what Terra Luna is, how it managed to crawl up into the top 10, and the cause of this extreme and quick downfall. So buckle up, stay tuned as we will go for a long ride following the ups and downs of Terra Luna. The Terra Network. The Terra Luna ecosystem was created by a startup called Terraform Labs in 2018, funded by Kwon and Daniel Shin. Terra is a public blockchain protocol deploying a suite of algorithmic decentralized stablecoins which underpin a thriving ecosystem that brings DeFi to the masses. Stablecoins are assets pegged to the price of a single asset, typically a fiat currency such as $1. The first generation of stablecoins such as Tether maintain their price using a basket of assets, including fiat reserves. But many advocates of decentralization think that a centralized entity maintaining a basket of real-world assets introduce a single point of failure into the system. This brings risks to the project, such as opacity over governance structures and whether the actual reserves held match up with what's claimed, which eventually creates a focus for regulatory attention. Decentralized stablecoins try to avoid these governance issues by maintaining their pegs through algorithms instead of through vast reserves of cash and debt. TerraUSD produced by Terraform Labs is one such algorithmic stablecoin. It aims to maintain its peg to the US dollar through a network of arbitrageurs who buy and sell Terra's native cryptocurrency, Luna, which is a governance token that grants holders voting power over the protocol. The Terra blockchain is using a proof-of-stake consensus algorithm based on Tendermint, in which Luna holder tokens take their tokens as collateral to validate transactions, receiving rewards in proportion to the amount of Luna staked. Token holders may also delegate others to validate transactions on their behalf, sharing in any revenue generated. Terra also offers additional guidance to validator nodes on the best practices for helping to keep the network secure. In May 2019, shortly after Terra's mainnet went live, blockchain verification and penetration testing firm CertiK completed a security audit of the network. It examined its economic model to test against market manipulation, its architecture, and its coding language. CertiK found that the modeling and mathematical reasoning of the Terra network were considered sound, although it would not comment on the blockchain's performance. How does Terra work? To maintain its stablecoin's equilibrium, Terra mints and burns tokens while also incentivizing arbitrage. Here's what that means. Before you can buy USD, you'll have to mint some. To do so, you'll pay the going rate in Luna. The protocol takes those Luna and burns them, which constricts their supply and makes the price of Luna go up a bit. The same works in reverse. To mint Luna, you'll convert USD stable coins. Those get burned and the price of USD goes up ever so slightly. In this worthwhile system, for in addition to using the assets for some service of utility, there's a potential arbitrage opportunity. Arbitrageurs, who are traders who profit from small price discrepancies, help to keep the price of USD in check by selling Luna for USD when the price of USD is below $1, and buying Luna when USD is worth more than $1. If, for example, USD slips to $0.95, traders can buy a bunch at that price but sell it for $1 of Luna. In doing so, USD supply is reduced and therefore the price heads back up. Well, that's the case, at least in theory. The same mechanism powers Terra's other stablecoins, including a stablecoin pegged to the South Korean won, and another pegged to a basket of leading world currencies maintained by International Monetary Fund called Special Drawing Rights. Terra's white paper claims that the elasticity of Luna's supply means that the stablecoin will never fall out of kilter. Still, the whole success of Terra actually depends on the arbitrageurs' continued interest in USD. If arbitrageurs decide that USD is doomed to fail, or if they decide to move their money to another project, some analysts fear that they might not arbitrage USD back to its peg of $1. But just like a lot of crypto projects, the community spirit for the project was indeed paramount. What made Terra special? The coins are built on the Cosmos ecosystem, a blockchain framework shared by Cosmos Hub, Chronos, and Thorchain. Unlike Ethereum, where all tokens are secured by proof-of-work mining from the main Ethereum chain, Cosmos protocols can be backed by independent, app-specific miners. And since Cosmos, and by extension Terra, is a smart contract blockchain protocol, you can use Terra coins within any of the applications built on the protocol. You can also use Terra coins across blockchains through Terraform Labs miner protocol, which provides stocks that mirror the price of the major US firms. At the end of September 2021, Terra launched an upgrade called the Columbus 5. This added functionality for the inter-blockchain communication protocol, which allowed Terra to become interoperable with other blockchains. Standout include an insurance protocol called Ozone and supports for USD from cross-blockchain bridge Firmhole v2. So, what went wrong? Taking into consideration that peg mechanism of Terra, which, if you haven't guessed it already, is the core of what went wrong. As previously mentioned, USD stability is deeply correlated to Luna price, and if USD loses its peg at $1, then USD is burnt and new Luna coins are minted. And if USD rises high, Luna coins are burnt while new USD coins are minted. This is the main mechanism in Works that allows both prices to maintain each other's value. But everything went downhill when $285 million worth of USD was liquidated on Curve and Binance. Many of the community believe that this was a deliberate attack, which was deliberate and coordinated against Terra. Binance's CEO commented on the project's downfall with a long thread saying, "These past weeks have proven to be a watershed moment for the crypto industry. We have witnessed the rapid decline of a major project, which sent ripples across the industry, but also a newfound resiliency in the market that did not exist during the last market downswing." He continued by saying that Binance did not participate in the second round of Luna's fundraising, nor did we acquire any USDT. And ended by asking for more transparency from the Terra team. The USD got depegged heavily and Terraform Labs had to liquidate all of their 40k BTC holdings to stabilize the USD peg. This led to the massive crypto crash as Bitcoin fell below $27,000 for the first time since December 2022. As the crypto space had a bearish start to May's trade and was consolidating within narrow ranges, a huge influx of BTC destabilized the entire market largely. And then, Luna price and USD both started plunging hard in an unstoppable and unprecedented downfall. As we witnessed USD losing its peg, new Luna coins were being minted, and this is what heavily impacted its price. On the other hand, a popular lending protocol Anchor also witnessed huge ANC withdrawals as it offered 20% yield on USD deposit. The Revival Plan. Terra CEO Kwon published a post in the Terra forum, where he outlines his vision for how Terra can continue operating, but he admits that the USD stablecoins has lost too much trust to exist in its current form. Even if the peg were to eventually restore after the last marginal buyers and sellers have capitulated, the holders of Luna have so severely been liquidated and diluted that we will lack the ecosystem to build back up from the ashes. USD has lost too much trust with its user to play the role. Kwon proposed forking the Terra chain and resetting network ownership to 1 billion tokens. He promised to continue working on Terra's vision that a decentralized economy needs decentralized money, and that the ecosystem needs to be preserved. Our take on this issue. The incident that has happened with Terra was entirely unexpected and unforeseen occurrence in the entire crypto space, where the stability of algorithmic stablecoin was deeply questioned and criticized by many. After the Terra blockchain officially announced that it had halted the network, it has later on tweeted that it had resumed block production, saying that validators have decided to disable on-chain swaps, and IBC channels are now closed. Users are encouraged to bring off-chain assets such as BETH to their native chains. So now what? Everyone is wondering. Well, either Luna USD peg mechanism has to be altered or the excess Luna tokens in circulation must be destroyed, and only when the supply scarcity spreads, one can expect a small recovery. But honestly, it is a mere impossible dream to get back to trading at the same pace as before. With that being said, and after witnessing such dramatic drop, it serves a good reminder of extreme volatility of crypto market. Making any investment in the cryptocurrency is a risky endeavor. So a gentle reminder for every investor out there to invest wisely in cryptocurrencies and any other asset really, and to make sure they can live without the money they're putting in. There's a big chance that they will be making a good profit out of it, but even equal chances of losing the whole investment. Let us know if you have been affected by this major and sudden drop and what you think Terra's next step will be. Will it manage to recover from this tremendous loss? How did this affect you? And did this occurrence make you doubt investing in crypto altogether, or do you still have high hopes for the future of digital currencies? Tell us about it in the comments down below, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to never miss any important updates on everything crypto related. See you in the next video.